Lori Loughlin has not even presented her defense yet in this college bribery scandal for which she has been indicted, but she is clearly suffering the consequences. The latest and the biggest is she has effectively been fired from Fuller House. Now, our sources at Fuller House, well connected, say, well, she was a guest star for the first 4 seasons, but we have no plans to bring her back for season 5. Well, to say she's a guest star, therefore not really fired, misses the point. Clearly, they are dumping her because of the scandal. Hallmark did the same thing.
Earlier in the day, Thursday, Hallmark, which has been a huge moneymaker for Lori Loughlin, decided to cut all ties with her. But what makes this even more complicated is that Hallmark is currently in the middle of airing the 6th season of her show, When Calls the Heart. There's actually an episode that is supposed to be aired this Sunday, but Hallmark has decided to pull that episode, and they're still weighing all creative options as it relates to the series in general.
The NFL has suspended Kareem Hunt 8 games without pay for 2 violent incidents he committed in 2018. The first one is the obvious one, the one that TMZ Sports broke the story. We have video of Kareem at a Cleveland hotel in February getting violent with a woman, shoving, bull rushing, and then kicking her during an altercation around 3 o'clock in the morning. Remember, cops investigated, and while Hunt was not arrested, he allegedly told the team that nothing really happened that night and there was no big deal. When the video came out, the Kansas City Chiefs said, "You lied to us," and they cut him, they fired him. He's since been picked up by the Cleveland Browns. The other incident took place at a Cleveland resort in June where he allegedly got into a heated altercation with a man and then punched the guy in the face. Cops investigated that. The team and the league also investigated that and say they found enough evidence to prove that Kareem acted inappropriately. So together with the hotel incident and the resort incident, 8 games without pay. Kareem has once again issued an apology for his actions and says he's trying to be a better person and thanks the league for working with him. And he also does not plan to appeal the suspension.
Luke Perry's final resting place will be the same place he called home on and off for the last 20+ years, his farm in Tennessee. We've learned Luke was recently cremated and his ashes were spread in a farm just outside of Dixon County, Tennessee. Perry purchased the farm back in 1994 and wanted to raise cattle there.
So as for a formal ceremony to celebrate Luke's life, we're being told one will be held for Luke's friends and family in a few weeks.
Zion Williamson is back, and when people weren't talking about the insane dunks and going 13 for 13 and scoring 29 points, they were talking about the kicks that he was wearing. Now, you remember last month, Zion blew out his Paul George Nike shoe, sprained his knee, and then missed a month of basketball. So what did he wear last night in his return? Well, he stuck with Nike, but not the Paul Georges. He wore the Kyrie 4s, made it through the game flawlessly. The shoe didn't break, it didn't bust up, and Zion killed it.